and welcome to the Sherwood Surivors podcast. And on today's podcast, we're going to be talking about something that we don't really have any experience on, but we're of that age where some people think we should have experience, and some people think we should not. And, which we think we should not. And first off, I would like to introduce Rachel. Rachel, could you please introduce yourself, what you do, and what your favorite ice cream is?
Okay, I'm Rachel, and Nanny, and my favorite ice cream is chocolate, plain.
Ha.
Boring.
These
It's
gross
a classic.
pistachio people over here.
Ew.
Pistachio is not my favorite, but it's good.
No.
She asked
Same.
favorite.
We already did theirs.
What's your favorite?
We already did it. You should watch the podcast.
Okay.
Alright, so the topic of today, which is probably going to go in a bunch of different ways, is motherhood.
Yes.
So we are we're of childbearing age.
We've been at childbearing
Yeah.
age.
None
It's
of us
like
have
a
kids.
decade in of childbearing age.
None of us have kids, but we have had experience with kids, blah, blah, blah. So, starting off, I don't ever want kids.
Never?
I used to want kids. I don't want kids anymore. I just want to be that fun aunt.
Wait.
I agree.
So
I agree.
Wait. So does Quinn not want kids either?
No, Quinn wants kids.
When does
Quinn
this
is my
change?
husband.
Wait, so are you gonna have kids then?
I just said no.
Should we bring Quinn out and you guys fight about it?
No.
Counseling.
Yeah, no, when we got married, I wanted kids, but then as the months went on, I was like, I don't want kids. First off, I am terrified of pregnancy. And then everyone tells me, that's just 9 months.
What if you adopt though?
That's a problem too, because it's not just the pregnancy. It's, you're responsible for another little human's life. When they're a baby, you, lose all this sleep. Okay, here's what you lose when you have kids. Sleep, money, sanity, space, and love.
They also bring
Oh,
you.
you gave
No.
love.
They also bring you everyone says they bring you the most joy of anything. And I am saying that not wanting kids right now or anytime in the near future. The little girl I love, she's not even mine. But I swear if her parents, and I don't want kids, but if her parents died tomorrow for some reason I was able to have her, I would take her, I think. I love her so much. And I think it's just because I spend every single day with her. Because when she waits for me at the door and I'm walking up, I'm not kidding, and she just sits
I
there.
thought you were gonna start crying.
No, she sits there in her little dress and she just waves at me and she gets excited. I will leave the room and I will come back in and she's excited.
So what happens when she's a teenager?
Mm-hmm.
I will cross that bridge. I mean, she is bad, a lot sometimes. She is very stubborn, strong-willed. It's super annoying. But then, the minute that she comes up and crawls in your lap and, gives you a hug, it is, it literally all melts away. And I remember my mom saying that, and I was like, that's not true. It is. And she's not even mine. So, my love would just, double that, you know?
Yeah, see, no.
But I am also the person that, doesn't even want to fish because I don't want the responsibility, you know?
Agreed.
So it changes.
I had a lot of fish, so.
When?
When
Yeah.
I was younger. We had a fish tank in the basement.
What? I don't remember that
Never
at all.
saw that.
We had betas.
Yeah, I remember that. No, dude, are you serious? We had a huge fish tank in
I
our
remember
basement.
seeing the fish tank.
No, I
but
don't remember
remember fish. I was always empty.
No, I
There
don't
were tons of fish in there.
I don't even remember the fish tank.
We walked in the basement stairs to the left. You know where that thing is now?
Where
That
the
used to
bookshelves
be-
were with all your homeschool materials?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
There was a fish tank right there, and we always had fish in it for literally 10, till I was 10 or 12 years old.
I don't remember that.
Wow, you
I
guys
know.
blocked that from your memory.
I don't think
And
we
then-
ever went into the basement.
We did.
When we were little.
We play
and her birthday
airplane,
parties and stuff?
and we had sleepovers in there.
Airplane.
Yeah, we pushed the couches together, and we play airplane or something.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
No.
Well, you know
I mean,
what?
we put on plays.
That must have been.
Yeah, we put on plays, and the
that
fish
must have
tank
been
was
with your other
there.
friends.
Our parents would sit right next to the fish tank.
What?
I still can't believe you guys don't remember the fish tank.
No.
That was a big part of my life.
All of what you just said, I have no memory of.
I need to see a picture of this.
I remember the plays, that's it.
I don't remember
fish
that.
tank.
I remember doing plays at the Prestons, but not.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, they had the stage.
Yeah,
stage,
we had
so.
to build our own stage at Olivia's.
Yeah. But, my niece and my nephew, they're really cute and stuff and fun, but then part of me is oh my gosh, after family events, I'm I'm glad that I get to go home and there's no one running around screaming and stuff, and then I also have, my cousin has a lot of kids, and I'm I am just glad I don't have to go home and I can just chill and watch whatever show I want. I don't have to watch a a certain kid show over and over, you know, like stuff like that. I don't know. That's why I'm like, and oh my gosh, this is also TikTok's fault. But like on TikTok, it's like I would see so many TikToks of people being like, oh yeah, like just being, I have a, you know this, I have a fear of throwing up. I
Me too.
hate throwing up.
Hate throwing up.
We share this,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to throw up during being pregnant.
Oh, that would kill me.
I could not do it. I would just, oh my god.
You know what it might do though? It might, there is a chance that it could like cure you of that because you're doing it so much that you were like, I just have to get over this. Like, I have no choice.
I hate,
Well,
I
did
just
your
can't.
mom have more needs like that?
She did with a couple of us, yeah.
My mom didn't, I don't think.
I think that's like your main contributor.
So it
But having
passes
your
down?
mom,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think.
Well, my mom craved banana pops, and I hate banana flavored things.
My mom craved canned green beans.
Ew,
Oh.
that's so
She would
random.
eat them out of the can.
Oh gosh, that's weird.
Like, not even warmed up.
I eat beans.
I eat olives out of the can. I love
You're
that.
not pregnant.
I eat beans.
Let's talk about non-pregnancy cravings.
No. But yeah, that's why I don't want to have kids.
Poor
End of
version.
story. That's my reason.
I like canned mushrooms.
After
Oh, no, I
climbing,
don't.
last week, I like climbed for like 7 hours. I was at the gym for 7 hours, and then I went in the sauna for 20 minutes. I was driving home, and I got a huge craving for some shrimp cocktail.
Ooh.
And I was like, there's something in my body that I'm lacking right now. Like, it's seriously lacking. Googled it. I forgot what it was. It was like omegas or something. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember.
omega-3s.
Or maybe
Fish
four.
oils?
Fish.
It was something Google told me. So I
What
ate
did
beans.
I
Okay.
don't think they have omegas that you need.
Oh my.
So you ate beans when you were craving shrimp cocktail?
Yeah, that's the only thing I had at home.
That
But
fit
you
into
were
the category?
driving home. You could have got
Yeah.
a little bag of shrimp.
Dave Ramsey.
Shrimp
Oh my
isn't
gosh.
that expensive.
No.
Is it?
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
that expensive.
No Dave Ramsey on this.
Dave, I hope you're watching.
Alright, Rachel, why do you not want to have kids?
Well, they do ruin multiple parts of your lives. Like, not, okay, ruin might not be a good word, but like, I am in a place in life I don't want to consider anyone every day. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I have to rearrange my entire schedule around this person. And like, then if you think about, like, everything affects it. If you lose your job, you're more, like, in a worse position having kids. Like, you can't just, like, go and stay on someone's couch as easy. Or, like, stay, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes everything harder. I also don't want, like, imagine, we can also talk about this. Pets. Because they're similar. Pets are way easier. You can tell your parents' story about the cats. That they, you know, they had cats before you. Like, imagine
The cats before you.
people who have to, like, in apartments, take out their pets, rain or shine, snow or not, freezing cold, hot. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Why would that is incomprehensible.
That's the
that
number
anyone
one
would
reason
wanna do
why
that.
Grace doesn't want to take Q-Tip with her when her and Luke's get an apartment, because she's like, I don't want to have to walk her around out there.
No, why?
Well, and she works so much, and Lucas works so much.
And then, like, say you want to, like, there's multiple times when I will either, like, go from work to, like, go to another babysitting job, or go from work to, like, meeting friends for dinner, or whatever, and you have to be like, no, I would have to go home. Like, I would have to go home, or if, like, you're out, and you are like, oh, my dog's been inside for however long. Like, you just have to, like, every single day is around this other thing that's not me. And I just don't want anything to be not about me right now. And I think it's better to know that. Like, to be, no, like, I'm in a selfish position in life, than get a dog or have a kid and be like, oh, I still wanted to be in that selfish phase, but now I have this other thing and I'm neglecting it.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
especially if you do it because of freaking peer pressure.
Because I have
Or
had
pressure
friends,
from your parents.
I have had friends, not naming names, but will be like, that's just selfish. And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm single, I can be selfish. Like, I don't need to put myself in a position to not be selfish right now. I don't have a significant other, I don't have a pet, I don't have a kid. I can do whatever I want. At some point, that will go away and be away forever. So why wouldn't you enjoy?
I feel like most people, we don't have anyone to ask, but I feel like you're like, no one's really like, I guess people who plan a pregnancy, but a lot of times it's not planned, and then it's like,
I
you're
think there's a
forced
lot of
to
times
not
it's
be.
planned.
I feel like people at our age haven't planned, okay? Let's be realistic. We're all like in our
Like,
mid-20s.
I am very much still in the phase of, like, when someone gets pregnant, I'm like, why? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, like, a lot of people
But
we know.
now
are
most
No,
of
but that's
everyone's
happening.
married.
But like, no one's
Yeah.
fully prepared, it just like happens, you know? Like, your first
Yeah.
kid, you're not like,
Yeah.
alright, everything's in order, let's do this.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, well, Now's a good time, I guess.
Yeah.
417? Okay.
I just don't want any of my time or money or other things going to anyone but me right now.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm telling you.
That's appreciating single life. Which is great.
So what she's
It's great
saying,
if you're
after
married.
all that, is she's single. Hit her up.
If you're married, it's great. But like, I just...
So just because I'm married, that means it's like, oh yeah, do it. No. I'm
saying,
still at that
what
point.
I'm saying is, I was saying I was enjoying single life, but I was like, if you're married, that's great too. You can be married and that's great too.
That's what I'm doing.
I was covering all the bases.
All right, Lindsay.
No, I agree with Rachel on the whole pet thing, especially the dog, because that was like.
Well, but you have a house, so you can let it out.
Yeah, but that was like a big adjustment going from like I can be out all day and not worry about it to having to think like, okay, I'm gonna do these things. Where do I run home and like let her out and feed her and stuff? Like, but I don't think people should have dogs in apartments. But
no, I think
it's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, no, if you have a house, open door, let it out. It can be cold out there by itself. Close the door. Like that's so much better.
Close the door.
You still have the problem of having to get home.
Yeah.
But at least you don't have to be out there too.
Yeah, no, that would be horrible, especially like during the cold snap. Because she didn't even want to go outside.
Yes, I mean, I would see my neighbors, and I would be laughing at them from my window. Like, they would be bundled, and, like, it is blizzarding, and they are, like...
I'm just imagining her, like, looking up at the building and seeing Rachel in the window.
With, like, her cup of tea.
Yeah, she's like, ha, 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 pointing.
That's it. They just see silence. There's no sound. Just
Yeah, you're like, oh my god.
They're like, what the heck, bro? Also, can we talk about how my building, when I moved in, they were like, yeah, dogs are not allowed in this building. Everybody in my building has a dog, and the 2 buildings next to me. Everyone has a dog.
It's the world we live in.
In fact, when she was showing me the apartment, we were walking in, and she goes, yeah, you can't have pets here. Perfect timing. A neighbor comes out, like, starts to open its door with the dog to go down the hallway. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Like, oh.
That's why you gotta go the back way.
Yeah,
no,
that's
Lindsay,
true.
okay, that was about pets. I was talking about kids.
Okay,
Well, I was building on the
Oh,
conversation.
okay.
so, okay, we kind of transferred to that, but what I'm saying is, like, if you couldn't even fathom a pet, don't have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they are drastically different, although Mandy and Lindsay's parents did get cats to prepare for children, so.
Well, I think that's like the step. You get married, you
Yeah.
get a pet, you have kids.
Right, but, like, you can't be like, we're gonna get pets to
I don't
prepare us for
think
children
my
because they're so
parents
different. Mandy
did
said that! Mandy
They
said
say
that.
that all the time. They're
No.
like, well, we had 2 cats. We got little sister kittens, and then one became really shy. The other one had a baby.
No,
they both had babies.
No, what happened is Grandma and Grandpa said, well, you guys shouldn't have kids because they got pregnant, like, right away. They didn't get the cats
Neutered.
as a
Or-
test. Well,
Oh.
they got pregnant before they, like, the age that they would spay them.
They were like babies, and they got pregnant.
Ooh.
They thought they
They were
had
teen
tumors.
moms.
They
They
thought
were
they had
teen.
tumors?
Yeah, because they blew up all around. And they were
They thought
too
they were
young
too
to
young.
have kittens.
Oh, that is so sad.
That's sad. I'm a moment of silence for the kittens.
For pine cone.
Why did I want to do this? We're not
I
Catholic.
thought of that too.
We're not
I thought of that
Catholic.
too. I don't know why I thought
We
of
do
it.
believe in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, but we don't do that.
Alright, that's a different topic for another day. Alright.
I want kids eventually. I guess I'm in the minority.
No, I do want kids eventually. It just seems so far off for me.
You gotta meet
I'm just
the right guy.
Also, it's like, it's the matter of the body clock though, that it's like, oh, I think that's like so far off, but I'm like, eventually, like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to be
Your
serious.
eggs are gonna dry up.
After
Hold up.
35, you're considered a geriatric.
No, at 30 you're considered geriatric.
I thought it was 35.
No, 30.
No, it's 35.
Mandy, this is
No, it's
stressful to
30.
me because I want to
I'm looking
obviously
at it.
we have to find people,
No, because
right?
when my mom was pregnant with me and Mandy, she was considered geriatric both times, and she was 30 with me and 31.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, no, my mom said that because she didn't get married until she was 29. She had Nathan at 34. And she was like, they were like, yeah, you probably can't have
35
him.
or older.
35.
Yeah.
I think they might have
35
changed
or older.
it because I think
Mandy doesn't have to worry because
My mom had Grace at 40.
I have to worry about this. My biological clock is stressful because you guys already have people, so you could like literally get pregnant anytime you want. But I mean, you have the ability to. You know what I mean? And it's like all the plans are in, all the steps are in place. Mandy and I have like 8 steps to get to you where you guys are. We have to first date, horrible. Then find someone you actually like from the dating. Again, so hard. Then you have to actually like go through the amount of time to like, date, prepare the wedding, have the actual wedding, right? Then you're like, oh, I want to be alone with them for a little bit. Then have a kid? It's like, there's not enough time.
Simple solution. I've thought of this. Stand in front of a military base with a sign.
No, I don't. No,
that says,
no.
We'll marry right now.
Rachel, you're gonna run out of health insurance here soon.
No, I do not want to marry a military
Health
person.
insurance? Check. College for your kids? Check.
No.
Might
Not
have
okay.
to move somewhere and
Get a sporadic man.
I'm never marrying someone in the military.
Fun to,
Never.
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 Someone who would marry someone like that
On a
might be
whim.
fun.
Yeah.
There's two people I will never marry. Military, youth pastor. Never. Or a pastor at all. No pastors. I don't want to marry a pastor.
Kind of agree
Explain.
with that.
So
I don't want to be. I
you're
don't
gonna
want to
marry
be
a
that.
chaplain and-
I don't want to. Oh, you agree?
I kind of agree with that. Yeah.
I don't. There's just. I don't really have a specific reason other than I don't want to be a pastor's wife.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain that other than I just don't.
I would hate that.
Yeah,
that'd
me
be
too.
horrible.
So yeah, no military, no pastors. Don't.
Why
talk
not
to me.
military?
I don't want to.
You hate our troops?
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be up and have to be like moved around at a whim. I hate that.
Yeah,
I
that
not
would.
want
That's
at
probably
all.
my thing too.
Yeah,
is
no,
like
that'd
being
be
away from your
horrible.
family. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. That'd be dumb.
Yeah,
What
it's a
about
good idea.
reserves?
I don't think I want any military.
But you get
involvement.
that extra income,
Don't care.
like those two people we
It's
know.
not.
You smile.
Money doesn't
Slowly.
drive me like that. Like I would never be like, you know what, I'm going to do this because they make a lot and have steady like
This will be
that.
covered.
It would have to be like there's like next to zero chance that he's going to be deployed or be like moved around.
Well, he
Reserves.
that you won't get moved around for reserves.
Deployed potential, but it'd be like a short term,
Yeah,
like
it's not like you move over.
a month or two, not
Mm.
years.
Listen, guys, I just still think it's a no.
All right. Well, why does Lindsay want to have kids eventually? You're like the only one.
No, I do want to have them eventually.
Okay. Yes, but
Yeah.
why does Lindsay want
Well,
to?
You have to give up your freedom.
And who's telling
And
you
have
this?
to. Well, of course you
Olivia,
aren't gonna be.
Who's saying you have to?
Okay, you aren't gonna be able to do the things you are.
You lose
doing.
things to gain things.
Yeah.
It's like with anything. It's like marriage. You lose things to gain things in marriage. You lost things getting married, but you
I
gained
did.
things.
I lost too much.
Oh my gosh.
You lost my name.
Most every decision you make in life, you will lose something and gain something. Like there are
Yeah, so you do lose, like, you cannot continue on your current way that you're living.
buying a house. You lose the freedom of like just leaving an apartment at any point in time.
And then you
like
have
you
to
you
do
get
all the maintenance and...
yeah, and you lose like the
Paying.
flexibility and all of that. But then you get a house, so it's like you could be loud.
So
and,
you can be loud.
and you get. I think about that often. Well, because I worry about
It
getting
is true. I
noise
can be really
complaints.
loud.
Even though it's just me. Like that in my old apartment, when I was literally walking around. I was walking. The lady came up and pounded on my door. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
In her robe, that lady. Oh my gosh. She was like, "What do you have running around up here?" I was like,
A me?
"Me, but I wasn't running. Like I don't. What do you mean?" In her cheetah robe.
So you lose things.
So you lose things, but you also gain
You know, I would love.
love.
And don't say the idea of like don't say the idea of you can adopt teenagers. I have a thing. I have a thing that I would like if it was in a perfect world. Don't say adopting teenagers too, because I've thought about that. But that's unrelated. I wish that you could like have. So I want a big family for like family events like later. You know what I mean? So like
I can't.
so like but then raising
I'm
the kids
sorry.
is the hard part. But like I want a big family.
Yeah, you need
So in the
someone-
later years, big family, take care of me, family events are fun, you have a lot of family surrounding you, you're not alone, right? But then the raising of a lot of kids, like that's a lot.
So you gain things.
Yeah, but I think you also, in that vein, you have to think about who's going to take care of you when you're older. That's a really serious consideration.
No, it is, and that's
Grace.
part of it.
Grace is gonna take care of me. Thanks, Grace.
Cut that out, me saying Grace.
No.
Like that.
She will. She knows.
Because
But what if something
statistically
happens to
men
Grace?
usually die before women, so you might be alone without Quinn.
No, I already have that figured out.
What?
Group
Why?
suicide.
Yeah.
Who's the group? Who's the group?
Yeah.
Who's the group?
Single
She's like party of one?
Yeah, single, yeah. It's
So
like,
what
you're dead!
Are
Crap.
you serious? Maybe shutting down our little riffs.
Well, yours in your old age.
What?
That's it?
What? Go! You have the floor!
I don't know. I haven't thought theologically about children.
Well, it's about time. The clock's ticking. You're our only hope.
Yeah, that's true.
The future of those generations.
But the Sherwood Survivors is gonna be.
But it does stress me out. Like, having a baby doesn't stress me out. It's raising a child. Like, how do you deal with, like, phones? And, like, because it's, like, it's really easy to... I've thought about this recently. To think, okay, I'm not going to give my kid a phone and not let them, like, be on social media. It's really easy to say that. But then when they go to school and everyone has a phone... And they feel like outcast because they don't have a phone.
Me.
Like, at every turn, you can mess your kids up.
Really easy.
But then there's also, like, sports events and other things where, like, you might need a phone. Like, when I was in
Yeah,
ballet and
but
stuff where it's like, oh,
not
shoot, someone forgot about
In
me.
I do not think you need a phone in elementary
No.
school.
Oh, no.
Middle school, when you start doing, like, after-school activities, yeah. But I think
A flip phone.
needs to be
They don't need the internet.
very limited. Yeah, no social media.
Like, I genuinely don't think you need a smartphone until you start driving. And that's coming from me who, like, I cried every day because I didn't have a phone when I couldn't drive. But, like, why does my kid need a phone if they're not driving? I drive them everywhere. They can have a flip phone and call me for emergencies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
why
I
do they
agree
need
with
the
I
internet?
agree with the emergency phone.
Like, why do they need an internet? They don't.
An internet.
If you don't need an
Internet.
I have also, like, would get so annoyed at helicopter parents, but I'm like, how are you not sometimes? Like, when I think about all the things that they have access to.
Oh, shoot, I need to blink that out. That's like that, wait. Yeah? Sorry. It was bad.
That was good. The acting.
just turn it on.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's insane. Our world is crazy. Lindsay, any other thoughts on kids? Mandy?
She's our only hope. We need it.
No, I mean you!
Oh. So I want Lindsay to have a kid.
Yeah, she's like the only one pushing for it.
I'll push for it.
JC's pushing for it.
Have a kid.
No, we're waiting. 30,
30.
the golden number.
Not geriatric
I
yet,
won't be
but
geriatric
good close.
yet, but I feel like I'm almost 30.
Yeah.
I feel old.
30.
3 more years to have a kid. That's
30,
yeah,
flirty,
that's
and
a lot.
thriving.
Yeah.
Oh no, was that copyright?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like Olivia, birth scares me. Terrifying. My biggest fear. Birthing out a child. We had a friend who had a child recently, and when we went to go see it for the first time, my friend was like, yeah, this is all the things that happened to me. Looks at the kid and goes, but he's worth it. And I was like, you are brainwashed. You're not thinking right. You just named all these awful things that happened to you in 24 hours and go, but he's worth it.
Birth
Uh-uh.
has never scared me, ever.
Me neither, I don't think.
Bill,
I'm
I
not
different.
scared of
I
it.
don't like that it would, like, it could potentially, like, kind of, like, ruin your body a little bit for a little
That's one of my issues too, is I'm like, I literally have been, it's like, okay, I have this routine, like when I go to the gym, blah, 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 like eating routine and stuff. My body, like, Quinn gets to just, like, be normal,
Yeah.
and then I have to start from the ground up, like, okay, I've, like, gotten up to this, like, much weight, like, where I can lift this much or whatever, and I'm proud of that accomplishment or something. And it's like, oh, now I have to start down here, but he's still, you know, up here or whatever, and it's like, oh, yeah, you can do it. I freaking, oh my gosh, I would hate that. Where it's like, okay, now I'm, like, a weak person, and I would
You
hate...
can still exercise when you're pregnant.
No, but you can't do as much.
You can keep the same level of activity.
Well, no, I mean that, but, like, I can't, like,
You can...
leg press, like, 400 pounds.
Yeah, if that's what you're doing now, you can do that when you're pregnant.
But your joints get loose. You told me your joints get loose.
Not in like your last 3 months. Okay, your last 3 months you can't.
Well,
you can't
yeah,
do
at
that
that
much.
point you're just.
But that's
lay on the ground.
but that's 3 straight months. That's 3 straight months, and that's a lot. That's more than like a couple weeks. So. That's more than like I took a break for a couple weeks because I was sick, and then you get back into it. But like 3 months, that's what I hate. It's like you're destroying your body. The freaking diapers you have to wear for like 2 months afterwards.
It's not 2 months.
6 weeks? 6 weeks is a month.
Are those just like the adult diapers from Walgreens?
Yeah, but then
you can get special like panties. Things.
Well, like
Yeah,
you wear a diaper thingy, and then on TikTok they were saying that all these like you put like an aloe / like witch hazel like salve on there for healing better.
But it's not natural. Your body's meant to do it.
But still, and then apparently your first.
But not this one.
And then but still, yeah, not this body. Apparently your first poop is like the most painful thing ever.
Can we cut this out?
And your
Can we
most
cut this out?
your pee is extremely painful. Yeah, and then if you get a C-section, your recovery time's even longer because her C-section, especially if it's an emergency C-section, because I think it's an emergency. She was like, yeah, if then you have to. She's like, I could not do anything for like 6 weeks.
I was like, well, I guess if you rip, that's a plus for the second baby.
The baby just comes out with the poop. Just one hole.
No, because you're stitched up down there.
One
like
world.
if you rip,
Well,
if
they
you
don't
rip
make
the
your
whole thing.
butthole smaller.
No. But I mean, like,
No,
you're
you
so.
should take
Imagine
advantage
you're.
of the gaping butthole.
Imagine you're
What's that
sewn
thing called?
up.
They sew up the like little middle part.
Your
Oh.
taint.
No,
The
it's
taint.
called the perineum.
Yeah, that sounds the perineum.
Okay, no, imagine it's your mouth, okay? Imagine you have
no,
like, your mouth,
I will not
and
imagine
your
my
mouth was like closed or whatever for like all day, and you had stitches right here across your cheeks, okay? And then someone's like, alright, bite an apple. And you have to open up your mouth the day after you just got the stitches across your mouth and bite an apple. You know how bad that'll hurt your face? That's down there.
No, that's what I
Like,
said. They should wait a day. You
You
rip.
can't control your
No,
poop.
you know what they say it feels like? Having part of having a baby. Do this, like spread your mouth and just hold it for 10 seconds.
No.
It hurts. Do it.
No, my chiropractor does that to me when my jaw is messed up.
Yeah. It, like,
Zoom
that
in on
hurts
it.
so bad, and they say hold it for 10 seconds, and it's like worse than that.
Well, duh.
No, but that hurts really bad. But like you don't have any.
Is that the worst pain you've ever been in?
No, but you don't have. You're not doing it right if it doesn't hurt really bad.
I mean, it hurts, but it doesn't like hurt.
But that's how it feels. It's like really tight like that. I've never had like a perspective of what it like felt like. But that's what they say it feels
Like
like.
it's stretching and it's
Like it's
stretching.
stretching like that, yeah.
Talking about your mouth being your butthole.
I'm
Did you know
talking-
it's possible if you're so backed up, you can vomit poop?
Yeah.
I knew that.
Have you done it?
Because that happened to me one time. Well, I didn't vomit poop, but I was so backed up. I had to go to the hospital. So I was in like intense stomach pain, like when I was younger in high school or whatever. I had to like miss a day of school because of this. So I went to the ER because it hurt so freaking bad. They thought I had appendicitis, and they did, what is it, an MRI or a CAT, where they can see like your intestines. Yeah, they hold up this picture. I think my mom still has it. It's my intestines completely clogged, like literally almost all the way to the top. And he said, "It's a good thing you came in here because you're severely constipated, and this could have you could have had tears in your intestines." And then I had to drink a ton of laxatives the next day, and I had to get a doctor's note that said I had to miss school because I had to take laxatives all day and poop.
How long did that
I was
take?
like a freshman. For me to poop?
All of it.
I don't remember. I
Like
was
a
probably
day?
like pooping every couple hours.
For a day.
No, for like 4 days.
4 days.
I didn't poop the whole day that I was taking laxative. I didn't poop until like that evening, and I had to drink it like once every like couple hours. Oh yeah, no, I was like pooping like crazy.
I would love that. I would love that.
Rachel's famous for her poops.
I love pooping. It's fun. It always feels good.
You don't eat spicy
Even what about
food.
diarrhea?
Huh?
What about diarrhea?
Well, no, but like if you're having a regular poop, there are often times when I will get done pooping and being like, I wish I could do that again.
You don't eat spicy food, do
It's
you?
so satisfying. No, I hate spicy food.
Spicy food poops.
Mm.
Burn.
I hate spicy
The
food.
worst part is, though, it's not satisfactory when it's over. If it's a spicy food
Yeah.
group.
That's why I'm saying the satisfaction afterwards. You're like, yeah, I could do that again.
We always talk about poop at least once on this, because otherwise, what are we doing?
It all comes back to food.
But I noticed, like, except for you, none of us said anything about, like, why, like, I guess I kind of did, where it's like, you have to raise this child or whatever with motherhood. Like, motherhood scaring you.
In this world, yes.
I think eventually I might want to adopt if it happens.
I think raising your kid in this current world and sending them to school, like, that's scary.
So you wouldn't do public school?
I haven't thought about it. But it scares me.
I
I don't
think I
want to homeschool,
I will not.
but I
homeschool.
don't really want to send them to public school either.
See, that's my conundrum.
I'll
too,
just
'cause,
do
like,
the unschooling thing. Just kidding.
What's that?
You learn from your. It's kind of
You
like.
learn from your environment.
But it's. You don't learn anything.
You could do
there's no
online.
rules.
You don't have to go
You
in the
can't do
building.
online school for kindergarten through like junior year. I don't think. I don't learn from online classes. All the online classes I ever took, did I learn a single thing from those?
Yeah,
That's
you're a different
true.
learner.
Yeah, but I think most people aren't online learners. I think the vast majority of people are like in-person, hands-on learners, and you can't get that online.
And, like,
And you have to build up social skills. That's one of the most important parts of going to school.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not against
but-
going to school. I will never homeschool my kids.
But we were homeschooled, and we have good social skills.
Yeah, but you did do co-ops and
Oh, yeah, that's true.
went to private school.
I was at an event and a girl said, and then I got really excited because I saw someone, so I like screamed because she's like that, and we were all like, "You saw someone you knew and you screamed?" She goes, "I was homeschooled. That doesn't happen."
Oh my gosh, that's not the homeschooled that we were. No,
Yeah,
no,
there's
no.
different types of homeschool. There's like lazy parents who want to shelter their kids
Mhm.
and then not teach them, and
Mhm.
then there's like kids that go to college at 14.
Which
Like,
I honestly think is the most selfish thing you can do. Is
What, going to college at 14?
No, is
It's
being
like, what?
not wanting your kids to go to public school, not wanting to pay for private school, so you force them to be homeschooled and then don't school them.
Oh, yeah, that's dumb. That is dumb.
Like, nothing makes me more angry than
I
that.
like being homeschooled, though. Literally, the only reason we had to go to FCS because my brothers would not do their homework. My
I
parents
think-
were like, if one of you goes, all of you are going because we're not, like, figuring, you know. Because then
Yeah.
my mom was like, then I'm going to work, so, like, you can't be homeschooled here because I'm working.
I think if you are homeschooling your kids, it has to be your full-time job.
Yeah.
You can't have another job and on the side be half homeschooling your kids. I
Yeah.
think it never works out. Like, that has to be your full 8 hours a day, I'm doing this, homeschooling my kids. Like, that's the only way I think that you should be allowed to homeschool your kids.
Yeah.
And I think it
That's
should be
true.
more monitored. Like, it's not. Anyone can be like, yeah, I did these things with my kid, and here's a...
I feel like it's easier now than it was back when, like, we were, like, kids who were
I know you
able
have to turn in
homeschool.
tests and stuff sometimes. But, I mean, it's, like, so easy to... My mom was the one who would be like, yeah, I graded this test, check. So, like, if you really didn't want to homeschool your kids, you could literally get the piece of paper and be like, yeah, they did this test, check, done. When they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
There's now, like, homeschooling is, like, a bigger thing. So, like, you can do an online homeschooling thing where, like, you have to submit it into the, like...
I think, yeah.
Because that's how a couple of kids on, like, the track team, when they were homeschooled, like, they had to meet once a month with this thing and go over certain things. And, like, when they graduated, like, all of their homework was literally had to be submitted online to this, like,
Mhm.
forum or whatever.
I think you should have to take, like, proficiency tests. Like,
Profish.
every quarter to be like, are they learning what they're supposed to?
Mhm.
Are they learning what they're supposed to? And then do it that way if you're going to homeschool.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't put them in private school just because I don't want to pay for that and I just don't want to. And then I don't want to homeschool them because I don't want to make that my full-time job like what you said.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I feel like people don't think about these things when having kids.
I think if you're planning to have a kid, you think of it, but I think, like, the people, like, 5 years ago who were having kids at our age, that were all accidents,
Yeah.
you don't think about that.
I will say, I think that you can I think a lot of private schools things is they're like, we have a better education. And I think that if you actually want a good education, you can get as good, if not better, at a public school. I think they have way more resources. Like, they offer so many classes. That's why I left, was like, I can't do any psychology classes here. I can't do any classes that interest me.
For
they have
AP.
the basics. They did have some AP, right? Some college.
Oh, I thought that's why they weren't accredited.
No, they got it.
No, they got it later.
Oh.
I think that, I mean, they don't have the resources to offer all these classes that might interest and help kids figure out what they want to go to college for.
But yeah, so when Lindsay has a kid, we'll all be happy and we'll all adopt that child. Kick JC out. And then we can all go home,
Your
and
grand plan.
when we go home, JC can come back. There we go.
There you go. There's the plan.
What if we adopted a kid altogether?
No, that's messy.
Where would it live?
Exactly.
Boy or girl?
Custody.
Boy or girl?
Also,
paying
it's just
for
like a
stuff.
horrible raising for the child.
Boy or girl? Top of your head, boy or girl?
That I would want?
Girl.
Probably boy.
Girl.
Girl.
I don't know how
Why
to handle boys. We didn't grow up with boys, so I don't know how to handle boys.
People keep always say like, boys are easier.
No, they're harder when they're younger, easier when they're older. Girls are easier when they're younger, harder when they're older. After they go through puberty, I think. I think that is how it is.
What would your mom say? What's easier? Because my grandma says boys were easier.
I think I want to say girls. Just because my brothers were crazy.
Boys
bro.
are crazy.
My
growing
brothers
up.
were crazy.
They're rowdy. Like, any boys they babysit are so much worse than the girls.
Yeah, but even like in adulthood, her brothers were crashing cars.
Well, and also
I mean-
in my household, it was like the girls helped out with more things.
You guys were raised different.
Yeah.
Yeah, than like normal society. But the girls helped out with more things. We had the better like driving record. Blah 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 blah. blah.
I think you also your family stuck more to, like, generalized gender norms a lot.
Yeah, because of
With
my
like-
mom being raised by an immigrant. So yeah. That's how it was in Germany.
Let's talk about how boys who have older sisters are better. That's just true, I think.
I think that
I think every boy I've met that's, like, more kind has an older sister. And then boys who don't have older sisters are, like, wild. I mean, your brothers didn't have older sisters.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
maybe
matter
they
if they have
would-
younger sisters. That doesn't play in.
Yeah, no.
it has to
doesn't.
be older.
Maybe they wouldn't
Never
have
thought
just.
of this.
Maybe they seriously. You've never thought
Well,
about
they've
it.
only had girls.
Well, think about it. Okay, like so, your friends with the older sister, and then
Yeah.
They're generally nicer. The boys are.
uh,
I think so. Don't you? Don't you think so?
I think so.
don't
Okay.
think it's a standard.
I think it's pretty common.
I don't know. I think that if I would have had an older sister, older than my brothers, maybe my brothers wouldn't have destroyed
They're
all
more
of my
mellow.
toys.
The boys are more mellow, I think, if they have older sisters.
I'm trying to think of who else. I know that has an older sister that's a boy.
Like, all the families,
Well, yeah.
all the families that I know that have a lot of kids. I feel
Does
like are the
Marcus
ones
have
that
an
I'm
older
talking about.
sister?
Yes. They, the boys are crazy, and they're all boys up front. But then families that I've babysat for that have, like, a sister and then boys, or a sister, boys, whatever, they're like, the boys are always calmer, I feel like. It's just something I've noticed.
Why would you have a boy?
Well, if I was adopting, if I
Yeah.
was having my own child, I know the girl is gonna be cool and like want to do outdoorsy athletic stuff.
Maybe.
So
Maybe
you
it
got-
doesn't. It's not genetic.
Yeah, it's not
However you
genetic.
Oh
raise
no,
the
it's
child.
genetic.
No, it is not.
It's how
Wait,
you
so you
raise
think
the
so
child.
you'd adopt a boy because you think the boy would want to do more outdoorsy stuff?
Yeah.
It's not genetic.
Also, it's
you
just
know
a-
how many boys don't want to do outdoorsy
It's
stuff?
a personality thing. Like, there's several.
Yeah, I think it's personality, but I think generally a boy would be more willing to go like do sporty outdoorsy stuff.
No.
No, it's how you.
Yeah.
My brother could not be more opposite of my dad in, like, that sense. Like, Nathan does not give a single crap about sports, like, at all. And my dad he tries to get Nathan to watch games with him. My brother's like, no. I like music, and I like doing stuff like that. But it's not like that.
I think it's genetic.
No.
It's not
It's
genetic.
literally
It's,
not.
it's
I mean, like,
nature
it's not-
versus nurture. It's
I don't
all
think
nurture.
It's all nurture.
Nature versus nurture.
It's
is
all
very-
nature.
No, I think it's like 50-50, but it helps if you have the genes.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
but
not
they-
do sports.
you can like sports without being athletic.
Yeah.
Not me.
Okay.
Not me. I have to put so many beep
No,
sounds in it.
I think that
Yeah, send us
Really,
the
because
final cut before you post it, and we'll approve.
Okay, I think you're getting confused because people who aren't active have unactive kids because that's how
Yeah.
they raise them.
Yeah.
People who have active lifestyles raise their kids with active lifestyles, so that's who they become. It doesn't have anything.
But they also
to do
don't
with
have
genes.
to like it. They
I
also
think
don't
it's
have to like it.
50% genes, 50%.
Because I know people who their parents are very active and they are just not interested in those things. And it's like both
Yeah,
the parents are into
But
those
I
things.
don't think that's gonna change if it's a biological child to Mandy or an adopted child.
Well, I think
I
there's
think
more
that's
chance.
just
If it's
who that-
50-50 and 50% of it isn't being naturally athletic and liking that stuff. Like Marcus was saying.
Dude, Mandy is going to have a kid that hates everything she hates because of this conversation.
Like Marcus said though, like in their DNA, the thing that where you like chocolate versus sweet candy, it was all the same in his family.
Yeah,
Like
because
chocolate
that's food.
versus sweet
Or
candy.
chocolate versus like fruity candy.
Like, okay, so like example, my family,
I literally
I
just
am the
forgot what we were
only
talking about
I'm the
these
only
things.
one who didn't do basketball, and they made me try basketball for a year. I didn't like it, but like my parents were both like athletes and very active people and stuff.
But you like ballet.
My dad,
Well, yeah, but I was the only one.
But
my
do
dad
you
wanted
think
me to do a high jump, but instead he got Olivia. Like, and my dad set records, and are still saying
Well, I'm not
I
saying
can't.
exactly the same. I'm saying your genes are gonna play a role in what you like and what you're good at.
I think it's more your environment because I think if the Langford family raised the kids to stay inside and not do sports and didn't encourage the kids to go and try ballet, try different sports, try soccer, try the track, I think they would be completely different people.
Yeah, we'd probably be like a music family because all of it, we are a music family too. But like, I think if they
More of
weren't
a
as
music
yeah,
family.
we would be more of a music family. I feel like, and that's more like
It's
would be as
kind of what your parents encourage.
But it's also your genes. You can't deny that it's not.
So you think
part
if
of
you
your genes.
adopted a little tiny baby, and then
A tiny one.
a tiny little baby, then
Okay,
if it was a girl, it wouldn't want to do sports stuff, and
I'm
you
not
raised
saying, I
it.
said it's more likely.
Okay.
So you're saying genes, but
But that's
what about
culture.
gender?
Culture. Culturally, boys like more of that stuff. They're more encouraged to do that type of
But
stuff.
it's how you raise the child.
Damn, should we talk about gender norms?
Oh, next time.
No. All I'm saying.
She's like, you're a girl, you can't do sports, Lindsay. You know that. like what?
That's why I want a boy.
I'm
So
kidding,
culture,
Mandy.
how you're raised, but also genes. That's a third of it.
Wait, what do you?
It's a
Okay, maybe
big-
we're confused
Where are
on.
we getting this
No, hold on.
percentage?
Maybe we're confused on the definition of genes. What do you mean by that? Like the way
Your DNA.
you're so boy versus girl.
No.
No. She's just
I'm not
saying
dumb.
if she birthed
Well, I was
a child
confused.
versus adopted a child, the child she birthed would be more active, which I think would be mostly because you're raising them.
I don't know about that though.
Thank you.
Well, because I honestly think it's a toss up. I don't think either of those matter. Like I know they play in, but I know a lot of families that they have like that one kid that likes nothing they like, and it doesn't matter that they were born in the
Yeah.
family or raised them.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's all or nothing. Lindsay's just taking this way
But
too
I think
far.
I think it's
We're all arguing with you.
Yeah,
not just
we
Lindsay.
are. Yeah, I
I just
don't know.
don't
She's like-
understand your rationale at all.
That DNA plays a role in what you like.
Yeah, but you were saying if you
Oh,
adopted
you said-
a child.
yeah.
I don't.
I don't know. I don't.
So you think
I don't.
DNA?
It
plays a
does.
very
Okay,
big
it
role?
does.
You guys are
Sit
prime,
down.
No, you guys are a prime example. You have the same parents, raised the exact same way. You're totally different.
Yeah.
We have the same, almost
But-
same DNA.
I mean, you're almost twins. You're so close to being twins. And you have the same parents and were raised the exact same way, and you're total opposites.
But the DNA.
What?
My mom's not an athlete.
She does. She's more athletic than any of our moms here. I
No.
think she's very athletic.
No.
Olivia's mom
No.
is.
Yeah,
My
your mom
mom's
works
probably
out.
the most athletic. Shout out to Angela.
It goes
I feel like-
Angela, our mom.
Your mom.
I feel like she's just is very like.
Our dad might
Out
be
there
the
and
most
outgoing.
athletic on the father scale too. Your dad runs.
Yeah, and he lifts weights.
Well, my
Like,
dad
every
goes to the
single
My
gym
dad goes
every
to the
day.
gym every day. And plays softball.
He loves softball. That's his passion. He bought another
Wow,
bat.
That's so cute.
Like 6 other bats.
Well, your dad's also significantly younger than my dad.
5 years? 4 years?
Your dad is
66.
58?
No, he's 57. He said last
Or
night.
56.
6.
Yeah, he said 7, and I was like, no, you're 30 years
Well, yeah,
old.
then he's like 7 years younger.
Oh, I thought your dad was 60. No, your dad just turned 60.
Mm-hmm. Wait, your dad's older than 60, isn't he?
My dad's about to be 63.
Hmm.
Age is just a number, Dad. Okay, yeah, but yeah, Rachel's right. That was a good point. When you said, like, they're both raised the exact same
Yeah,
way.
but it's not like my parents are both, like, superstar athletes. And you all know I'm only gonna marry a superstar athlete.
But they do things like you do. Like, they like climbing, they like skiing, they like doing those things.
Because that's how we were raised.
Exactly, but
If we were raised...
I think DNA has
And...
We'll do research. We can start.
We're gonna have to do research, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is... Let's end this. This is getting dumb.
I think this...
It's going
This
too
was
far.
good. This should have been the
It's
whole
going
thing.
too far.
No, I think this episode is just... scrap.
Next time, if you say you're gonna come up with a topic,
We did it. You just don't like it.
This was a good topic.
you gotta have a topic that,
Consensual farts is not a topic.
That wasn't the topic.
That's what it
It
was!
was a
Yeah.
joke.
Okay,
That wasn't
what was
actually
the
the topic. It was we were telling funny stories.
You didn't tell us that.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.